All right, C, Lindelof videos. If we take ax squared plus bx plus c is the equation of a parabola, what happens if we change a? So a good way to think about this is to say, if these three curves right here, this curve, and this curve, if you're going to take my word for it that they are defined by one, each of these is defined by one of these three. That is to say, this is either 3x squared, or 1/2 x squared. Which is which and why? So as we talk about that, we realize that this is the 1/2 x squared. Why? Because it's growing much slower. It's growing half as fast as x squared, isn't it? It's growing about 1/6 as fast as this one. So if that's true, then what curve would this be right here? And this would be our x squared curve, wouldn't it? And the last one is the 3x squared curve, and that does make a lot of sense because it's growing 3 times faster than this one, isn't it? And 6 times faster than this one. So its height increases much more quickly, doesn't it? So then we ask the question, what happens as you change a? And invariably somebody says, as a gets smaller. But that is not true. It's not as a gets smaller, it's as a approaches 0. Proof is this curve, these curves right here. And which curve is which? The possibilities are negative 1/2 x squared, negative 5x squared, and this should be negative, and negative 3x squared. Which is which? That's right. This is negative 1/2 x squared. It's not as steep because it's not falling as fast, is it? This one is falling much faster. This one's changing is falling 3 times faster than negative x squared would. So this becomes negative 3x squared and negative 5x squared. So which of these three numbers is closer to 0? Negative 1. Can we agree that negative 1/2 is closer to 0 than negative 3? Can we agree that negative 1/2 is closer to 0 than negative 5? God bless you. Yes. So as a approaches 0, the curve gets flatter. If you don't want to use flatter, you can use less steep. Or if you want to say, instead, if you want to say, as a moves away from 0, the curve gets steeper. But it's true on both sides. So remember, if you're asked this question on an exam, it's not as a goes towards 0. It's as it gets closer to a. Example 1, and then there's example 2. Right?